Changing a starter on a 3800 Series 2 today. This happens to be a 1999 Oldsmobile 88, but this should be pretty much the same for every 3800 Series 2. First thing you got to do is you got to remove this cover off, and what that is right underneath here. This whole area is going to be covered with that plastic dam, and it's going to have bolts right here. There's several 8mm bolts that line the edge here, and then right where this plastic trim is here, kind of like another air dam, there's several 10mm bolts right along there. You can see where I've already taken those out, and those come right out, and then that exposes the starter. And as you can see here, I've already got the new starter in. The main thing here is it's a pretty simple job. The main thing you have to remember is that it's got a plastic flywheel cover. It's got a little flywheel inspection cover on it, and that is the main thing that held me up here, because what it does is, if I can get the camera in here, that starter bolt right there, it covers it up. This is the inspection cover, and every 3800 Series 2 has it. And it fits up in here, and it covers up that bolt. And so whenever you first look underneath here, this thing is completely covered up, and I was like, well, how the heck am I supposed to get to that? Well, turns out it's pretty simple. It's got some bolts here, 10mm here, 10mm here, and then the real tricky one is in the front. You can't even really see it from here, but right behind this little shock for the motor mount here, there's a little 10mm bolt, and it's really hard to get to. I actually ended up accidentally breaking that, because this flywheel inspection cover is two pieces. This is the main piece that's still intact, and then the other piece came out in two pieces because I accidentally broke it in half, because it's kind of jammed up in there. You can see the flywheel there, in between the starter and the subframe here. It's kind of jammed in there, so it's kind of tricky to get that out there. I was able to get an extension in here with a 10mm socket and kind of work its way out, but it's still kind of jammed in there, so it took a little bit. But after you get that off, you have a 15mm bolt here, and then that 15mm bolt in the back, which that's the one I was telling you that was going to be covered up. Now, once I like to loosen those up a little bit, that way these you can get to easier. You got two nuts here, one 13mm, one 8mm. This one right here is the hot, and it's 13. Then you've got this little wire here, that's an 8. They're real simple to get to as long as you loosen up the starter first. And then I ran this back bolt, this back 15mm bolt, I ran that one in first because it's the longer one. And I got it just kind of up in there and left that starter bolt out so I could get these two nuts on. Then once I got those nuts on, I ran that one in, snugged them up, and it starts right up now. I already took the old starter back for the core charge. Make sure you disconnect the negative side of the battery, because you really don't want to get shocked. But I'll show you. This is 99 old Alero. I'm sorry, not an Alero, an 88. 81,000 miles on it. Starts right up now. Wasn't starting at all. Had to tap it with a hammer just to get it over here to get the starter changed, which is just a temporary fix. Any questions, leave me a comment, send me a message. Thanks.